Previously on the Youth Edition.
There is the whistle. We'll take the 3 points, but once again, no clean sheet for Oldham. On that three, there it is. It's a 3-0 victory and a clean sheet for Oldham. There is the whistle. We get another 3 points. It's a 2-1 victory. Strike out! Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Youth Edition. It's Oldham Athletic, it's Dylan Allen on a quest for Champions League glory. It's time to sit back, relax and get in that comfy chair, put it on the big screen TV, crack your favourite beverage, because here we go with the Youth Edition. Hello and welcome back to the Youth Edition Career Mode, FIFA 19 here with Oldham Athletic. This will be the season finale. We've got 2 games remaining in the regular season and it's looking at this stage that we will be playing in a playoffs campaign. Now, there is something that could play in our favour. If we get 2 wins, that takes us to 91 points. If Stoke lose the 3 remaining games, we could possibly go through automatic promotion and then there won't be playoffs. But at this stage, I'm assuming that Stoke will get the job done and we will be playing in the playoffs. Now, we're not going to worry about player upgrades in this one. We'll worry about that starting up from it next season. I know there's a couple there just waiting to go, but I just want to jump into this. It's going to be possibly a really long action-packed episode. We've got a lot to cover, so sit back, relax, and let's get into this and see if we can gain promotion to the Premier League. So in the second last game of the regular season, we are at home at Boundary Park today and we host Aston Villa. The ball's in our court. We just have to get 2 victories in our last 2 games. Obviously, we do face Bristol City in the final game of the season, who have already been crowned champions of the championship. So they will be going up to the Premier League regardless. So a tough game in our final game of the season, but we still need to get it job done here against Aston Villa. So let's jump into it. Let's push on and let's see if we can push for promotion. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the pressure is on here for us. We need to get victories. There is a sniff of hope that we could possibly get automatic promotion, but we're going to have to win our final 2 games here. We're going to have to hope that Stoke does slip up. I think we've got Burnley on the same points, but we've got them on goal difference. There's no doubt about that. We have been scoring for fun in the second half of this season. So you can see there, we've got a 5-goal advantage over Burnley. So we can push on here. Fingers crossed we can get the job done, and let's hope that Stoke fail at the line. Let's get into this game here and hope that we can take 3 points. Lays it off. Cameron Griffiths inside. He's got Laurent Bernard. Returns his man. Laurent Bernard goes across goal and misses. Fires one out. Joel Edwards getting into position again. Oh, levels! Referee! It's okay. Well, we've got the corner. The tall timber is ready. Alfie Lee drives in, looks for Girangelli. Oh, unlucky. Cameron Griffiths inside. Alfie Lee tries to thread one through. It's a brilliant ball from Alfie Lee. Here's Laurent Bernard. Oh, crossbar. Oh, Aston Villa tear us apart. And they take that avenue through the central area. Ko got pulled out of position and that left a big gap there for McGinn to come through. And that sees us down on our home deck after 35 minutes. You can just see here, Ko left in no man's land. And that just opened up a space between Klein and Cody. A simple finish past Cooper. It's at 1-0 to Aston Villa. Cameron Griffiths lays off Alfie Lee. Cameron Griffiths. Barros finds Bernard. Inside, here is Cameron Griffiths. Oh, ref! And there is the whistle, 1-0 down. All the work to do here for Oldham. We've put ourselves in a pretty precarious position. For fuck's sake! Clear the fucking ball properly. And it's a piss poor performance there from Alfie Lee. Just trying to get a simple pass away. And it ends up seeing us 2-0 down to Aston Villa. Well, Edwards played it through. Alfie Lee just couldn't even get a touch on it. And instantly we pay for it. 2-0. Guerin gets the steal. Fires forward. Cameron Griffiths makes the run. Cuts back inside. Cameron Griffiths. Oh, sidebar! Ko. Klein. Cameron Griffiths. Oh, for fuck's sake, get out of the way. Is that a free kick? It is a free kick and a chance here for Barros. Yes! Get in, my son! Fabio Barros steps up in the clutch and gives us a snip of hope. Oh, yes, lad. Brilliant free kick from the captain. 64 minutes gone. Fucking come on, son. Get in. 2-1. Oh, yes, Barros. You beautiful man. Clears the wall. Brilliant free kick. 2-1. Right, 2 changes. Dylan Allen looking for it. Delphis and Gabbage checking in for Bernard and Lee. Looking for some pace. And some more attack from the midfield. He'll lay it out the back. Edwards brings it back inside. Guerin. Oh, unlucky. Get in there, Co. Edwards. Plays one through. He's got Delphis. Can he finish? Delphis! Yes! Yes, Delphis! The super sub strikes. We'll at least get a point out of this one. Oh, come on, lads. 6th goal of the season. Lovely ball from Joel Edwards. And Delphis gets the finish. 2-2. And there's the whistle. So only a draw. We're not going to get automatic promotion. But that point could be very important for our season. 12 shots to 6. It turns out as a 2-2 draw. Looking at the performances though, Barros with a brilliant free kick. He gets an 8.6. 7-4 for Girangelli. 7-3 for Klein. A 7-7 for Cootie with 5 intercepts. 6-5 for Gabbridge. 7-9 for Koa with 5 defensive efforts. And 8-1 for Delphis. Just does what he does. Checks in and gets himself a goal. 6-3 for Ben Hammer. A 7-8 for Joel Edwards with the assist. 6-9 for Guerin. Was barely sighted. He got marked out of the game, to be fair. Laurent Bernard, a 7.9. A 7-1 for Alfie Lee. 7-7 for Cameron Griffiths. Cooper, a 6-7. Get voting up in the eye for your player of the match. Well, let's get this training in. And I think it's time for Jill to take that #1 role. Right, we've got our first scout report back, and this one is from Poland. We've got Christian. Oh, geez, how do you even pronounce that last name? I mean, the Mrs. family's Polish. I should be able to start pronouncing some of these letters, but we'll worry about that if we actually sign him up. We are in Colombia, and the only player to keep an eye on is Vasco Benitez, 64-88. And we are in Japan. We've got Hanshiro Masuaka, 69-93. Minoru Koizumi, 65-89. And Nori Hirayama, 64-88. Taking a quick look at our youth academy. Max Green still looking good, 82-94 potential. Owen Kelly is the right back from England, 50 overall, 75-94 potential. Ricardo Alves, 57 overall, 71-87 potential, and he is gone. Ethan Smith, 86-92 potential. Marcos Andrade, 57 overall, 82-94 potential. And Jordan King, 55 overall, 76-94 potential. Right, final game of the regular season. Caesars taking on the league leaders, Bristol City. Now, we currently sit in 4th position. Or 3rd position. 4th or 3rd. No, I think it was 4th. I think Burnley won their game. But, yeah, if we lose this, we could possibly finish as low as 5th. So, hold on to your hats, folks. This is a big game because we want that home final. Let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the final game of the season. We are at home and we are hosting the league leaders in Bristol. They've already wrapped up the championship, so a bit of a dead rubber for them here today. But we've got everything to play for. A home final is at stake by the looks of things. So we'll see how we go. We made one change to the starting lineup, and that is Jill coming in for Cooper. We do sit in 3rd on goal difference by 2 over Burnley, but they have a game in hand on us. It's so surreal that not all the teams are playing on the final day of the season. So we just need to do the job here and hopefully get this victory over Bristol City. There's one throw. Cameron Griffiths looks for Guerin, and it's a good save from the keeper. Barros, Co, back to Barros. The captain drives forward, pulls the trigger. Did that take a deflection? I think it did, and we've got a corner. Laurent Bernard to deliver. Drives inside, and it's out the back door. Come on, Cootie. Get out there, son. Cootie lays off. Barros shoots! Oh, my days! Oh! Oh! It's an absolute thundercut from Barros. For a free kick in the last game has just clicked him into gear. He was was running back to defend, turned, burns, and punches one home. And it's 1-0 here. First blood to Oldham. Oh, a sign of things to come, hopefully, from Barros. That was an absolute barrel. Gets in. 1-0. Barros with the intercept. Cameron Griffiths with the vision. Laurent Bernard with the space. Drives his way forward here, Laurent. Plays it across. Just not enough on it. Oh, what are you doing? Klein! What is with these fucking animations? They piss me off something cruel. It's not the fact that he was in a bad position. It was the fact that he did a fucking ballet move. Just look at this shit. What the fuck is that? That should not be in the fucking game. As if any fucking idiot tries to do that. Turn around on themselves and fucking lay down and shove their boot halfway up their ass. You fucking idiots. Griffiths. Guerin. Oh, lovely ball from Guerin. Here is Joel Edwards. He's in on goal. Can he finish? Gets in, son. 2-1 Oldham. And lovely vision from Guerin. Everyone just railing themselves into a fence. They're so fucking ecstatic about scoring again. Joel Edwards finds his touch, and his 6th goal of the season makes it 2-1 here against the league leaders. And there's the whistle for half-time. It's a 2-1 lead to Oldham Athletic. Coe with the intercept, fires one out wide. Here's Joel Edwards. Play it through, finds Guerin. Pulls the trigger. Oh! Woo! Gets in! What a fucking goal from Guerin. Lining it up here at Boundary Park. Oldham Athletic on the charge. The interesting story here is I'm pretty sure we beat Stoke twice and we've already beaten Bristol City once this season. So the two teams that look like they're going up to the Premier League, we've beaten them. We've beaten both of them. So maybe we deserve to be going up. We're going to have to play a finals campaign, but that is a magnificent goal from Guerin. His 24th goal for this season. And that makes it 3-1 to the Laddicks. Gets in. Plays it out wide. Quick touch on. Joel Edwards back to Coe. Off to Cameron Griffiths. Finds Elfie Lee. And I think he was offside. He did get the finish. All right, 2 changes. Edwards and Lee check out for Tommy Martin and Gabbridge. Oh, Jesus. They've ripped us open here. And fuck me. That was brilliant football from Bristol City. Wow. 3-2. Patterson gets the goal. And we just had no answer to that. They just cut through us like a hot knife in butter. Let's have a look here. Klein got pulled way off his line, and Girangelli had 3 to deal with. And then bang, past Jill. 3-2. Well, final change being made. Delphis checks in for Laurent Bernard. 7 minutes to go. Bristol push forward. Girangelli gets the touch. Tommy Martin clears away. Try and push in again here, but there's the whistle. Well, we get a victory on the final day of the season, and we will qualify for finals to make a push for the Premier League. 7 shots to 5. It was a tough game, but we managed to get the job done. Joel Edwards with a 9.4, a goal and an assist, a 7-3 for Elfie Lee. 7-4 for Laurent Bernard, a 7 for Jill. Didn't have too much to do and did concede 2 goals. 9-3 for Barros with a lovely goal from him again today. An 8 for Girangelli, a 7-1 for Klein, 8-2 for Cootie with an assist, 6 for Gabbridge, 7-8 for Coe with 5 defensive efforts, a 6 for Delphis, a 7-4 for Cameron Griffiths, 5-4 for Tommy Martin, and a 9-2 there for Guerin with a goal and an assist. Get voting up in the eye for your player of the match. Right, time for a training session. Come on, boys, get growing. So our season finishes like this. We've sit in 4th position, and that means we will be playing finals. We will be taking on Leeds. So let's move on and see if we can push on for Premier League glory. There's no way we would have, even with those wins, we would have only got to 91 points. So, yeah, looks like we would have finished in 4th regardless. Right, we slip another training session in, and Jill up to 77, Delphist 74. Right, so it's time for the first playoff, and we're obviously taking on Leeds here at Ellen Road. The first team is ready to go. It's all up to us. Do we want to play in the Premier League? We've got to get the result. Let's get into this game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a big one, and of course, it's do or die. The playoffs, well, we've got leads, and, well, we just need to get the job done. There's not much more that I can say. We've put in the hard graphs this season. We've probably had a few results that haven't gone our way, and now we see ourselves in a position. I mean, to be fair, it's our first season in the championship. The team that we do have deserves to be pushing on here, you'd feel. So let's get into this game and see if we can push on and hopefully look at Premier League glory. Well, it is a corner for Leeds. 14 minutes gone. We need to defend this. Deep into the box. Fucking serious! What is that goal to concede? 1-0 to Leeds from Flavio. What on earth was that? I mean, Cootie's right there on the line. Jill's having a bit of a picnic in the middle there with one of the attackers. They're probably not even going to show us a fucking replay. And it sees us 1-0 down. Fuck me. Not the start we needed. Plays it forward. Good touch. Lauren Bernard. Oh, Penn! Yes! Good work, Lauren. Drew the man in. And we will go to the spot here to try and get back into this game. Barros. And he puts it in. Cool as a cucumber, the captain. Gets in. 20 minutes gone. We're back on level terms. 1-1 on the day. It is the captain. He just does the job. Smashes home. Keeper doesn't move. Gets in. That's not a bad return. I think that's, what, 5 goals for the season now from Barros. Some set pieces and some little bits of brilliance. It's 1-1. Touch on, here we go. We hit him on a break. They pushed forward. And it's Joel Edwards making the run down the line. Can he get a ball inside here? He'll cross inside. Looks for Cameron Griffiths and it's picked off. We need to be careful though, because Leeds will hit us on the counter as well. Oh, how much time do they want, ref? There we go. There's the whistle. It's deadlocked at 1-1. Good free kick. Played on Lauren Bernard. Drives his man around. Comes back inside. Lauren Bernard! Yes! Get in, my son! 2-1 Oldham. Brilliance from Lauren Bernard. Just took the game on. Went right, lads. We need a fucking goal here. And tears himself inside the box. La Gazelle has done it. And puts us in the box seat here to go through to the promotion playoff final. From Bernard. Cameron Griffiths with a little bit of candy. Code plays through. Here's Joel Edwards. Oh, great save from Blackman. Played through. Fuck's sake! 2-2. And Leeds rip us open through the middle once again. It's just not fucking good enough. We're going to be coming up against Premier League sides. They're going to be doing that 9 times out of 10. And just a little bit of a high line there from Klein. Cootie lets his man through behind him. And it sees Leeds back in the game. Come on, Jill. Right, one change for us. Elfie Lee checks out for Gabbridge. Come on, Joel. 99 finishing. Joel Edwards. Somehow the keeper got a finger on that. It was a good strike from Joel Edwards. This will be the perfect angle. He's got a full hand on it. It's just gone wide. There's Cameron Griffiths. He'll lay it off. He's got Guerin. Good save. Come on, Bernard. Pounce. Plays one through. Griffiths. Gabbridge. Oh! There is the whistle. It's a 2-2 draw. Is there extra time? No, there must be a second leg. 13 shots to 4. We've got 2 away goals. Whether that comes into it, I do not know. Let us continue. Right, second leg is 2-2 on aggregate. We won't have any player voting for the Majestico for this. We just need to concentrate and get on. These are sort of bonus games, of course. But Big game. I'm going to put the first team out here, even though they're not 100% stamina. You'd assume Leeds would be in the same boat. But I thought it would have gone to extra time, so I didn't make... I only made the one substitution, which could have probably been our downfall. But hopefully we can get the job done here today and push through. West Brom and Burnley are also 2-2 on aggregate. Let's get into this game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 2-2 on aggregate. We've got them on our home deck now, and everything to play for. Will the boys be able to run out the game? That's probably the big question. And hopefully they can. Let's find some early goals. Tackle from Lee. Barros. Bernard. Guerin. Lovely touch! Oh, big save from Blackman. From Coe. Off Lee. Bernard. Drives forward. He set something up here. Cuts back nicely. Here is the cross inside. Oh, Cameron Griffiths! Gets in! Brilliant ball from Laurent Bernard. And Cameron Griffiths gives us the lead here after 10 minutes. Gets in Oldham. We needed a big performance here in front of the home fans, and that is the perfect start. 3-2 on aggregate. Laurent Bernard. Well, that is fucking pinpoint. 3-2. 1-0 on the day. Big goal from Cameron Griffiths. Pumps the ball out wide. Laurent Bernard still running. Here is Laurent. We'll play this one back inside for Guerin, and Blackman has to make the save. And Laurent is turning it on. Here he is with the delivery. Girancelli has missed again. Oh, Barros, vision down the line. Laurent Bernard is putting in a shift. Plays it inside. Oh, yes! Oh, Bernard and Cameron Griffiths combine again. 2-0 Oldham. Brilliant football. Oh, Laurent Bernard is probably going to run out of steam here pretty quickly. But he is getting the job done nice and early. Took the game on, ran inside. Bit of magic inside. Cameron Griffiths pulls the trigger. He's got 2 for the day. And starting to rack a few goals up himself. He's been brilliant this season. Makes it 2-0, 4-2 on aggregate. Plays it back inside. Cameron Griffiths lays off for Joel Edwards. Blocked by the defence. Oldham look like a team possessed at the moment. They're digging in for everything. Lovely from Barros. Bernard. Beautiful. Cameron Griffiths. Guerin. Plays it back through. Cameron is on a hat-trick. He'll have a crack here, and straight at Blackman, but it is a fucking penalty. Oh, brilliant. Fuck you, Leeds. Red card. See you later, Flavio. Flav on that, you dickhead. Half an hour gone, and he's sent off after being an absolute muppet. Oh, can you give it to Barros? No, you've got to give it to Cameron Griffiths. He's on a hat-trick. Let's see if he can beat Blackman here. Cameron Griffiths, yes! A hat-trick in the first half for Cameron Griffiths. Bernard and Griffiths are ripping it up here. And it looks like Leeds are going to be going home early. Gets in. Bernard lays off. Here's Guerin. Good save. Joel Edwards has missed. Well, there is the halftime whistle. A big statement put on the park by Oldham. 3-0 and a first half hat-trick to Cameron Griffiths. Trudy. Coe. Joel Edwards. Alfie Lee plays it through. Cameron Griffiths. Is he onside? He was onside, but he's missed. Good save. Coe off to Edwards. Off to Cameron Griffiths. To lay it back inside. He's got Joel Edwards. He'll lay it back off. Look. Oh, ref! What? Right, now we're gone. We need to make some changes. Delphis and Gabbridge check in for Bernard and Alfie Lee. Done their jobs here today. 3-0 up. Looking at a playoff final. Coe. Guerin. Picked off. Coe. Delphis. Cuts back inside. Lays one forward. Cameron Griffiths looking for his fourth. Oh, yes, lad. What a day out here for Cameron Griffiths. I've lost count of how many goals he scored. Must be at least 15, 16 now for the season. And he's got 4 in this one. Delphis with the ball through. And Cameron with the finish. Gets in. We're going to the final, baby. All right, Edwards is going to check out here. Tommy Martin checks in. 14 minutes to go. These boys are spent. Oh, Jill with a big save. He wants a clean sheet here. The boys have done an incredible job. Klein gets in. Gabbridge, Coe plays forward. Here's Cameron Griffiths who'll lay it out wide. Delphis will push on. Still comes Delphis. Everyone coming with him. Lays it forward. Cameron's got 4. Can he get 5? No! Oh, he is dead. To Coe. Cameron Griffiths lays off. Here is Delphis. He'll play it inside. Oh! Jelly. Gabbridge. It's Cameron Griffiths! Oh, he's offside. Cameron Griffiths! Woo! He is having fucking... Oh, mate. It's like his foot's on fire and he just needs to shoot. There is the whistle. We are going to the playoff final. What a fucking performance from Cameron Griffiths. This man is a superstar. 15 shots to 2. Leeds didn't show up, and no voting on the Majestico. So let's move on. A 6-2 aggregate win. Well, let's get some more training into these lads. And the bonus of another training session before the final. Right, it's our second month of reports back from Poland. Still, Christian is the only one to keep an eye on at 76 to 94 potential. We are, of course, in Colombia. Vasco Benitez has dropped to a 64 to 82, and we've got 2 new lads. Vincent Duarte, 69 to 93, and Eugenio Miranda, 77 to 94, 53 to 71 overall already. So possibly could be coming in at the start of next season. And we are in Japan, still just the 3 lads in Masuwaka, Kozamiyu, or whatever his name is, and Hirayama. And we'll see how they develop when we move into the new season. New squad monthly report, the final one for the season. Max Green still there at 84 to 94 potential. Owen Kelly, 75 to 91. He's dropped away, and I don't even think we need a right back, so I'm actually going to release him. We've got 3 that are potential to be special. Ethan Smith, 86 to 92. We'll see how he comes along. Marcos Andrade, 82 to 92, and Jordan King has dropped down to a 76 to 90. We'll hold for now because it looks like he's got some great hair. We got the Manager of the Month award. Nice work. So we've reached our long-term goal of increasing the club's worth in 3 seasons, and we also pick up 8.4 million for our finish in the championship. We've still got the playoff to see if we make the Premier League though, so hold on to your hats, folks. This is going to get interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is the big one. I think this might be our first trip to Wembley here, which is, yeah, quite interesting. But we've got Burnley. The team is looking good because we've moved into June. Guerin's an 80, Bernard's an 80, Barros 82, Cootie's up to 75. I mean, this is looking like at least a low Premier League side starting 11. So it's all up to us now. If we can beat Burnley, we get promoted. Let's get into the game. Cross your fingers, boys. Let's fucking get this done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at Wembley for the Championship playoff final. We're taking on Burnley, Wembley Stadium, and fuck me, I am a little bit nervous about this one. I think this might even be our first piece of silverware if we manage to pull this one off. It's been a very interesting career mode thus far, but we towed up Leeds there. Cameron Griffiths was in some special form, and he'll need to bring that here again today against Burnley. I mean, this is a side that, I mean, in current terms, played Europa League football. So for them to be down in the Championship, you know they'll be pushing to get back in the Premier League. And what team stands in their way? Well, it is Oldham Athletic. Now that man there is in some special form. He's a big game player, and he's hopefully going to rip it up here again today. Can we progress? Can we make the Premier League? One season in the Championship, these boys have got momentum, they've got spirit and desire, and hopefully we can push on here and make our way into the Premier League. All right, boys, here we go into the final. From Klein, good touch. Laurent Bernard plays forward, tries to find Guerin, and it's good from Guerin. He'll sprint on here, Guerin. Needs to find something, though. He needs some help. Or does he? Plays it off now. Joel Edwards plays inside. No, picked off. Don't be cute. Let's just get this first goal. Oh, Ref, that's soft. Coe, Bernard, Edwards. Cameron Griffiths! Burnley are shutting up shop. They're defending very well at the moment. Lee lays it off. Cameron Griffiths. It's picked off. There's it back. Edwards. Alfie Lee! Yes! Yes! 10-10. Alfie Lee scores. And Oldham take the lead. Brilliant football. Guerin with the skill and composure finds Joel Edwards, and Alfie Lee in that corridor that he loves to be in. Beats the Burnley keeper in Pope. And that is a brilliant finish from Alfie Lee. 1-0 to Oldham, and we're in the box seat. Get in. Well, there is the whistle for half-time. A good time to score. It's 1-0 to the Laddocks, and 45 minutes to go. Back to Cameron Griffiths. Lays it off now. Here is Alfie Lee. Cuts back around. Alfie Lee pulls the trigger. Good save from Pope. Threads it out wide. Warwick Bernard cuts back inside. Looks for Cameron Griffiths. Straight at the keeper. Oh, big tackle from Klein. He's trying to hold his man up. He'll get a yellow, and Burnley will get a free kick here. In a very, very good position. Here's Goodmanson stepping up. They lay it off. And they hit the sidebar and fuck off. Well, Burnley seagull a goal here in the 65th minute. I'm not sure they deserve it. It's Big Wood. I'm pretty sure he caused us a few issues last time we played Burnley. And they get the equaliser here. Let's have a look. The double layoff. They got the block. Fuck's sake. Someone needed to be on the line. Let's have a look. Barros just done for strength. Tried to put a boot in there. Wood just put his face in there. 1-1. Bernard gets the run here from Barros. The skipper pushes forward. Cuts back. Drives inside. Guerin! Finish. Still comes Guerin. Pushes his way inside. Still going. Lays it off. Oh, Coe, poor touch. Right, 5 minutes to go. 3 changes. We're going for it here. Martin Delphis and Gabbage in for Edwards, Bernard and Alfie Lee. They are dead. They've put in a shift. And it is a big corner here for Burnley. From Gill. The touch. It's back inside. Oh, very lucky. Well, there we go. It'll be extra time or penalties? Well, it is extra time. These boys are already out on their feet. We've made all of our substitutions. We need to find a goal here. Gabbridge to Tommy Martin. Tommy Martin drives his way forward. Plays it through. No, picked off again. Does well, Guerin. Holds up the play beautifully. Oh, referee! What? How is that not a free kick? He's fucking giving him a hand job on the way through, ref. Gabbridge does well. There's Guerin. Plays it off. Cameron Griffiths! No! Come on! Well, there is the first period done. Still deadlocked. Delphist. A bit of trickery. Through the middle. Tommy Martin. It's the touch. Coe. Gabbridge. He set something up here. Needs to find an opening. Lay it off. Cameron Griffiths. Coe. Gabbridge. Back to Coe. Cameron Griffiths. Oh, save from Pope. Gabbridge. Coe. Cameron Griffiths. Tommy Martin. The Belgian. Oh, Guerin! Is he onside? Yes! Get in, my son! Boom, boom, boom! The Camembert Assassin strikes. 117 minutes gone, and Oldham take the lead. Oh, mate, you'd think this is a Champions League final. We go 2-1 up on Burnley in extra time. Tommy Martin takes it on, and it was a block there from Coe. That just serves it up for Guerin. And he pounces. Oh, I think it touched the keeper's hand as well. Off the sidebar and all. And it's 2-1. And let's park the fucking bus. It's 2 minutes of... Yes! 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 Oldham Athletic are going to the Premier League for season number 5. Wearing with a goal in the 118th minute. Get in, boys. Oh, it was hard work. But the composure and determination of this team has got the job done. And we get a win here at Wembley. And we will be playing in the Premier League next season. It's a die-hard side. But it's really starting to grow and mature. I mean, the oldest players in this team are like 21, 22. And Barros is going to actually get to lift a piece of silverware here. A marvellous, marvellous, big season from Oldham Athletic. Gabbage is fucking excited about it. Still a young kid. But puts in his shift, does his job. And Barros, well, I think the trophy might be bigger than him. Gets to lift it, and the boys will be partying long into the night. It's victory here in the playoff final, and Oldham Athletic will be winning this game and going into the Premier League next season. And I can tell you right now, it is going to be red hot because there are some big teams in there. We're probably not quite ready there squad-wise. We're going to have to do a lot of work here in the transfer window. Some of these young players are really going to have to step up because they are going to be called into action. But this first 11 have got the grit and determination to get the job done. And look at the size of that trophy. How do you even lift that, Barros? You can't even jump, mate. Oh, yes. Yes! I'm fucking happy about that. Time for a big season in the Premier League. There might be some changes in this lineup. We'll have to wait and see. But we win the playoff final. A piece of silverware in the cabinet. And the Oldham boys are charging on to the Premier League. How will Guerin go in the Premier League? He's scored 25 odd goals this season. We'll check all the statistics and all that and wrap up things here. Squad reports. We've still got a lot to cover. Well, 13 shots to 12. I mean, it's a hotly contested game. We get a victory in the end, and it's 2-1. Oldham going to the Premier League. Right, it's time to start pushing on. Jill there now up to a 78. That's going to help our causes. Now we are going into the Premier League. We're going to need a keeper that is probably at least 80 rated. Keep the training going here. Come on, boys. And another training session. Delphist to a 75. And the final training session for the season sees Jill, bang, 79. Right, so it's time for the final squad report of the season. As per usual in the season finale, let me know your thoughts on any players that need to be sent out on loan or shipped off, and maybe any positions you feel that we need strengthening. So Ortiz is still out on loan. He's gone up 4 to a 67. You know, he'll come back. And he'll probably be the number 3 keeper. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Maldonado. Now, I am going to sort out the numbers at the start of the Premier League season. I'm going to take care of that, and I'll explain that once we get into that episode. But Maldonado, an exciting prospect, 63 up 1. No appearances for him this season. So Cooper, 76 up 3, probably just a championship keeper. Attribute-wise, he's coming along, 70 reactions, but... stat-wise, only the 10 clean sheets there, so he might be in a little bit of trouble and maybe worth cashing in. Jill, I think, has probably moved into the number 1 role, 79 up 9. You know, a little bit more work and he will be on point. 82 reactions, so I can start training. What I try and wait until they hit 80 reactions, and then I start digging in on that training. So he is going to grow very, very quickly for the start of our Premier League season at least. Now, Brett Cooper, 69 up 4, you know, does a job at right back, has been playing centre back now in the 2s, but his time might be up here. Just the 13 appearances for him. Let me know your thoughts on Brett Cooper. Nicholas Carlson isn't going anywhere, has potential to be special, 61. He can play right back in the 2s, there's no doubt about that, and he will come along nicely. Barros, the captain, 82 up 5 this season, 43 appearances, 5 goals, 7 assists. Okay, well done. And yes, the pace is starting to come, which is good to see. His jumping has improved by 2. Lovely. Lovely work there from Barros, and he is going to be brilliant. You just know it. He's coming along. It won't take long. He's still only 21. Cootie also has the potential to be special. Put a fair whack of training in, which I don't normally do, but we needed him at left back this season, so let's hope that doesn't affect his growth too much more. 75 up 11 for the season, 26 appearances. So you can see there his physicals haven't grown a lot. We've just really punched into his defensive work there with plus 15 on interceptions, but he's got the strength and stuff there already, so it shouldn't affect him too much. We could probably work on his technicals a bit, his crossing and stuff like that. Klein, 80 up 3. He's unhappy for some reason. 3 goals from 43 appearances. He'll be our starting centre-back, that's for sure. Might get him a bit more training, just beef him up a little bit. Awazi's out on loan. He went up 5 out on loan, 64 overall. Okay, so an interesting option there. Let me know your thoughts on Awazi. I'm pretty sure he had showing great potential. Girangelli's a 79 up 5. He'll be partnering up with Klein, that's for sure. 5 goals for him this season. What's his heading accuracy at? Because that's something we could work on. 76 isn't too shabby, that is for sure. Let's keep moving. Noah White, well, for me, he is on the transfer list, but let me know your thoughts. Maybe we can cash in. He did some woeful stuff this season. But attribute-wise, yeah, I'm not too sure on Noah White. Let me know your thoughts. Rishi, I thought, did a very good job there in the 2s. He'll probably want a few extra games here and there as he starts to get to a higher rating. His physicals are insane. We could work on his defensive statistics. Now, Evan Olsen has been, doing a very good job there in the 2s. He was our starting left back for a long time. Doesn't have a potential from memory. No, he doesn't. But unless we can find another left back, he's probably worth keeping around, at least for the 2s. He does fill in a role there. Henriksen's coming along nicely, 65 up 5, the 16 appearances for him. He's just a little machine. Like, he just digs in and gets the job done. I can't see him going anywhere at this stage. Ko also doing a big job for us, 76 up 7, 43 appearances, 3 goals, 7 assists. The high defensive work rate that I like. We were working on his defense and his passing, so that's coming along. Maybe need to work on his pace a little bit. He is a big unit though, so we'll see how he develops in the Premier League. We've also got Noah Taylor coming through, potential to be special, 63 up 2. Hasn't debuted as yet, but he's also got that high defensive work rate. Maybe get some opportunities in the reserves team, or we're obviously going to have Carabao Cup and all that kind of stuff, so he'll get a chance. Cameron Griffiths, what a fucking season this lad's had. 77 up 4, only showing great potential, but 15 goals, 14 assists, 77 up 4, and maybe he deserves some training. Maybe we need to really get in there and bump him up. 99 ball control. I mean, he is just a beast, and he's the kind of lad that you just don't want to let go now. He's playing cam, even though that's not in his position, but he just suits that role just brilliantly. Don Sunhand coming along as well, 75 up 4, does very well, came back from injury and really put in a shift in that 2s team. 99 ball control and 98 dribbling. Should be serviceable in the 2s. Henriquez, 64 up 2, looks good when he comes on. I don't mind this lad actually. High work rates, and as a substitution, he's really showed a lot of heart there in the 2s, so we'll see how he goes next season. Leonard out on loan, 65 up 4. How's he coming along? Physically, technically, 85 finishing for a centre midfielder. All right. Braga, 67 up 6. He will come back and really play a role in this team, you feel. 5-star skill moves, of course, and, I don't use those. But technically, 86 long shots. Okay, we'll just wait for him to come back from loan. Karsdorp, we sort of picked up as a cash cow. Probably don't need him now. But, up to you guys. Should we sell him off already? Try and cash in? We're going to need some money if there's big name players out there. Bruno Ferrier doesn't have a potential. I might just cash on in him. He hasn't debuted or anything like that, so probably a good one to move on. Gabrich, potential to be special, 77 up 6. Still only 19 years of age, 4 goals, 5 assists. He is coming along, probably needs a little bit more in his physical attributes. Maybe he's ready for some training, but those technicals, holy shit. He is on fire. Alfie Lee, an exciting prospect, of course, 79 up 4. I mean, look how young this team is, and we're making the Premier League. 13 goals, 10 assists, and fuck me, he had a brilliant season. I mean, you can't really ask for much more than what Alfie Lee provided us this year. Conceição we haven't seen in action. He's an exciting prospect. We may get a look at him next season, or maybe he goes out on a loan, or maybe we just straight away cash in. I'm not too sure. Let me know your thoughts. Tommy Martin, 78 up 5, 38 appearances, 2 goals, 3 assists, captaining the reserves mainly, but does chip in the first team every now and then. Very, very technical player. Joel Edwards, well, he had a quiet start to the season, but came home strong. He's up to an 80 overall, 11 goals and 10 assists for the season. 88 acceleration, so his physicals are just starting to tick over. Technical, well, 99 finishing. You can't complain about that, can you? Let's move on. Harrison Morgan, 67 up 1. We didn't see this action at all. Doesn't have a potential, so might be worth cashing in. He does have the 5-star. I mean, this kid, this is the kind of kid that should have a potential. Maybe we should loan him out and see if he comes back with one, because a 5-star weak foot, attacking work rates, he could be an out-and-out star, but, you know, something's broken in the game and he hasn't got a potential. Let me know your thoughts on Morgan. Next up, we have Ian Boyce. Now, showing great potential. This is another lad that just, I don't know, he just feels right. He just does a good job, and he will sit nicely there in that twos team. Doesn't have many attributes, but I don't know. He's just in a good place. He just does everything, and I'm quite happy for him to stick around. Ben Hammer, well, didn't he turn it on late in the season? 72, he's up 9. He's had a lot of training. 6 goals, 1 assist, and he will definitely set himself there in that twos team, and, you know, maybe, you know, a good backup for Guerin if needed. Now, Patrick Kennedy feels like a dog's arsehole. 72 up 6, just does nothing for me, and quite frankly, I think we can probably cash in, but let me know your thoughts. El Masri is another one that's, you know, he's doing a job, but if we get a decent winger in, he's not going to really get many minutes. So 69 up 6. We didn't put any training into him. He's just sort of grown on his own merit. Let me know your thoughts on El Masri. Delphis has definitely had a lot of training, and the pace and skill that he's generating off the bench is impeccable, but that's what you'd expect. It's Ibrahimovic regen. Physically brilliant. And technically coming along nicely. I think maybe we train him more as a winger, because that pace that he does inject late in the game has been quite groundbreaking. Guerin is up to an 80. You're not dislodging this man. I can't see him leaving the club either. 27 goals, 8 assists, 80 overall, 96 acceleration. I'm not used to having such a small forward, but he has done an exceptional role there. Composure is actually gone up by 3. I was a little bit worried about that in big games, but seems to be getting the job done. Technically, you know, we'll wait and see what happens with Guerin. I've got a feeling that he is going to have a pretty big season here in the Premier League. Chimichukwu is out on loan. He's up to a 70 overall. Not sure what's going to happen with Chimmers. He might come back and be a bit of bench fodder. We'll wait and see. Butter up 3 to a 59. He's out on loan. Yeah, he's coming along slowly. We'll wait and see what happens there. Laurent Bernard showing great potential, 80 up 5. So, I mean, because they're showing great potential, they're only 5 rating off what pretty much they should get to. But obviously with training, we can push that further. 7 goals, 13 assists. We moved him on the right, and he just does the job. He just gets in there and does the job. And we've also got Lance Murphy, who's up to a 70 as well. Okay, he's coming along all right. He's out on loan. What's he got going on here? 85 acceleration, so he might be handy when he comes back from loan, like take that El Masri role. I'm not too sure. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. That's our full squad. 40 players. We need to trim the fat. All right, top goal scorers. Guerin's got the golden boot there with 24 goals from only 35 matches. A good return from him, and we had no one else inside the top 25. Assist-wise, Cameron Griffiths, he was fucking injured for what, 2 months? And still takes out the top assist with 14 from 28 matches. Bernard gets himself 11 from 33 matches. Edwards 9 from 36 matches. Alfie Lee's in there with 7 from 35 matches. That is just brilliant. I mean, everyone working together and getting the job done. Clean sheets, we had fuck all. Cooper only 8 from 30 matches, and that is probably what let us down a lot. And Jill had 5 from 15, so Jill's getting that training now. That should help him out. Our backline will be strengthened with her training and our time. And hopefully we can get some clean sheets, although we're going to come up against some big teams now that we are in the Premier League. Right, I know you guys like having a quick look at what else is happening in English football. Shrewsbury and Gillingham have got promotion there from League 2. there would have been a playoff, but we aren't going to bother looking about that. The worst club in England at the moment is Carlisle United. So in League One, it's Hull City and QPR, you'd assume, going up, possibly Peterborough or Plymouth. Relegated from League One is Bristol, Mansfield and Blackpool. Now, relegated from the Premier League, Nottingham Forest, Fulham and Cardiff City. So we won't have to worry about any of those teams. But all big teams are floating about in this. Arsenal finishing in 7th, Liverpool in 5th, Chelsea in 4th, Man City in 3rd, Spurs in 2nd, and it's Manchester United taking the Premier League. So Crystal Palace, interestingly enough, they're in 6th. So it's going to be a tough season. There's a lot of big teams, and I don't know if we're ready. Right, board objectives. Well, apparently we didn't do the Youth Academy one somehow. Brand exposure, we didn't do either. Continental success, we've basically met no board expectations, but we've got the critical one, which is the financial club worth. Okay, that's why our manager rating is 69. Yeah, we made 125 million in profit. Okay, we've earned 147 million this season, and sure, why not? And we only cost 22. That's pretty funny. And what have we got still sitting there? 4.5 million in the wages at the moment. You'd assume that that would go up next season. Right, and that is where we will finish the season finale. Make sure you're letting me know all your thoughts and comments on the squad and all that kind of stuff. We'll kick off some more player upgrades when we move into the new season, because obviously we're going to have to find some players to come in and just bolster this team. We're just a little bit thin. We can't rely on the youngsters in playing such a prestigious competition, and you know, we need to make sure we beat relegation and, you know, maybe have a crack at the FA Cup or something this year. But a 2-1 victory over Burnley in the playoff final sees us through to the Premier League. Well done, Oldham. We will see you again in season number 5. The Majestico will be up this week as well. So make sure you have that notification bell over on Twitch, because we do the live stream there. If not, the replay will be up on the YouTube channel. But we'll see you next time. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one. This video is powered by Neurotech and their product Clarity. Now you can jump over to their website now, use the discount code DK10 for 10% off your next purchase. And I highly recommend this product. I use it every single day. It increases your energy, your focus, while reducing fatigue and stress. If you want to know how I get out all these videos and keep that work going, this is the product for you. So go and check it out. All the information that you need is on that website. If you feel like making a purchase, chuck in at that discount code for 10% off. Now, if you are looking for more fresh content to check out, you can click one of these 2 videos. If you feel like subscribing, well, there's a button right there. Make sure you put on that notifications bell, and we'll see you next time.